Things continue to heat up here at the Lighthouse Thanksgiving Classic. We're at Corinth High School, the home of the Corinth High Warriors. This is a great setup for high school basketball. I'm thrilled to be bringing you the action. My name is Logan Stout. I'm sitting alongside Marcus Burnett. He is the founder of SUVtv, the sports utility vehicle, as it is called, that is bringing you this broadcast. They are powering this broadcast, and we hope you are enjoying it wherever you may be on this Black Friday. Happy late Thanksgiving to all of our viewers at home. We hope you've had a great holiday and hope you're settling in for a great night of high school basketball. It has been a great day of high school basketball already, and we're right in the middle of a really cool event. This is game number 4 of 14. We'll do 7 today. We'll do 7 more tomorrow. Like I said, it's the Lighthouse Thanksgiving Classic. We'll tell you about our sponsors and a lot of people we want to thank later. But this is a really cool event. Benefits a great cause, and you're about to see some great high school basketball if you're just joining us. You've got the Haywood Tomcats from Haywood High School in Brownsville, Tennessee. A perfect regular season last year. They lost in the district championship and in the state tournament, but a perfect record, and they're off to a 7-0 start this year. They are in black with purple writing, white trim. They will go against Velma Jackson. They have controlled the tip, and it'll be the Falcons starting things off here. That's Moses Greenwood handing it off, working it around the wing. A quick trigger. That is Anthony Brown. His shot is up, no good. Several players to watch. We'll get to those here in just a little bit. Lots of guys to keep an eye on. Here's Jalen Benton up top. He swings it on the wing. Benton. We've got Sharavion Hines. I'm going to struggle with some of these names at first, but we'll get it figured out. 3 ball in the corner on the way. Nothing but nylon. That's Alandis Delk, the nephew of Kentucky great Tony Delk, and went on to play in the NBA. And that is a 3-point shot, just like Tony made, about 1,000 or so in his career, it seemed. And so Alandis has the touch that his uncle does. On the inside, a good, strong move there. That's Jamel Brooks finishing strong at the rim for the Falcons. Back the other way. We're going to have a fast-paced game, you can tell. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by the Falcons, pushing it. Here's Kendarius Smith all the way. We've got a blocking foul on the floor. Make that, I believe it'll be a 2-shot foul. It'll be Keyshawn Brummett, not able to get his feet set. Credit Kendarius Smith for pushing the tempo there. Kendarius averaging 13 points per game, so he is a point guard, but he likes to score as well. He rolls that one in.
Well, we've seen a lot of great guard play today. I think based off of that first move inside, we'll be able to see some nice post action in this matchup as well.
Right, and on the rebound, we got it batted, loose ball flying into the stands over here is Moses Greenwood. He's getting looked at by some what most would call lower Division I schools, like Troy University being one of those. And a whole bunch of Division II looks, but a chance for him to improve his stock at an event like this. Letting a 3 go from up top, no good. That was Smith again. In transition, in the corner, it's Delk again, and it's the exact same results. Deja vu, he's got 6, all 6 from that corner, and all 6 haven't touched the rim.
Delk telling Velma Jackson, don't believe me, just watch, fellas.
Just watch. I'm going to knock down 2. Maybe he'll start guarding me. Right here with the ball, that's Quindary Weatherspoon. He's the guy we really want to keep an eye on. There's him on a cut. He gets smoothly in the lane and puts that in for 2. He is a scorer, a very even keel player. He is signed with Mississippi State. He is the biggest recruit we have seen so far today as far as scouting websites go. And we've got a traveling violation. That's Jalen Benton. Now you see some interesting substitutions coming here. You've got guys like Kyler Douglas coming in, Jordan Venardo. These are guys that usually start for Haywood, but they were disciplined a few minutes here to start the game, I guess to send a message. We don't have any more information other than that, but now we've got the typical starting 5 for the Haywood Tomcats in the game now. We'll tell you about some of these players as the game goes on. Right now we got a post up on the inside. Good, strong move. That was Moses Greenwood, his first 2 points, and that's what he could really improve his stock with a big game here on with the spotlight on him. In the lane is going to rattle around and go down. That's Kyler Douglas, one of the leaders for this Haywood Tomcat team.
Love the start that we've had so far, man. All of these games have really started off with some nice tone offensively.
No rust on anybody's offense so far today. How about that turnaround? Moses Greenwood showing he can do it all. That's a 15-footer, a very coveted skill these days for big men to have.
Yeah, the 15-footer, and you see a lot of guys that are that size that are taking more of that 15-footer than you might like to see, but he's already shown us he can really work on the block as well. Nice versatility by the big man.
Look in the NBA, it's a game ruled by stretch 4s right now. How about Quindary Weatherspoon? That was smooth to the hoop. He never gets flustered, it seems. Quindary is a very even keel type player, almost to a fault, his coaches say sometimes. 3 ball, that's Delk again. He wasn't in the corner, can it like he had the others. Quindary now, oh wow, he's going to pull from deep, lets that one fly, back iron, no good. Look at Moses Greenwood go to work. My goodness, what a start. I don't know why only lower division schools are looking at Moses Greenwood. Marcus, he's shown us skills from the get-go here.
Most definitely.
Moses underneath, working with the touch. That's something a lot of big men do not have, is that one-handed touch shot on the reverse from kind of behind the backboard there. He's got a quick 6 to start this game. Instant replays that you get to catch there. SUVtv's running those, but those are presented by Powerade, so we thank them for their sponsorship of those replays. 4:05 to play, 13-8 is your score. Velma Jackson on top, the Falcons. And here's Quindary Weatherspoon coming right into our wheelhouse, right in front of us, and a heads-up play by SUVtv staff over here, protecting the camera.
Our producer, Lisa Burnett, does it all, man.
Lisa, big play for her. Loose ball on the floor. Nobody has it. Can't call timeout. And the loose ball still loose. It's got butter on it. And it ends up in the hands of big man Jordan Venardo, 6'6" senior. And he drops in 2. Many of you recognize the last name Venardo. That's because he is the brother of Jarvis Venardo. Went on to play with Miami Heat, a Mississippi State shot blocking supreme. Jarvis was. Now in transition, a strong move to the hoop. He draws the foul. Kyler Douglas is going to go to the line. He'll have a chance to get his 3rd and 4th points there.
For a better start, as we're really seeing 2 complete teams here really go at each other. Only makes you anticipate this game going on more and more.
First one is through there and good for Kyler. He stands 6'3". He's a senior. If you look down the roster for the Haywood Tomcats, one thing you don't see is freshmen. That's because they don't have any on the roster. They are a senior-laden team, several juniors, and just a few sophomores. This is a very experienced team. Going to Moses Greenwood again, why not? He goes to work, makes a move, kicks it out wisely. That was a good decision there, and now Smith's going to set up the offense. Kadarius Smith working against man-to-man. Thought about the shot, going to Moses again. Nice little up and under move, but he shuffled his feet. Called for the walk. He smiles at that. I think he knows he tried to get away with that.
That was a tough one right there. I thought he kept the pivot, but obviously the official had a better angle.
Deflection, I believe, off. Falcons touched that last, and they did. It'll be at basketball still. Boyd up top. Gonna work it around. It's Benton. Benton working against Smith. Jump pass back to Boyd. Boyd in the lane with the right hand. Lefty shot off the glass, no good. Caught me off guard with the left-handed pull-up from the right side. Anthony Brown now. Quindary Weatherspoon behind the back dribble. Thought about the pull. Is going to kick it to the corner. Going to Moses Greenwood again. They're just feeding the big fella. How about that block? What a play on the help side defense. Moses spun right into Terrian Boyd, who gives up about 3 inches and probably 40 pounds or so, but he ties up with the tie up there. You'll catch it on the replay maybe here in just a little bit. That's a great play by Boyd to get his hand in there and get 2 hands in there, I should say, and force the jump ball.
Couldn't agree with you more. They're seeing him one-on-one in the post is going to be a good outcome for Velma Jackson more times than not, so nice double there.
In trouble now, making a move, and it's blocked, pinned against the backboard by Moses Greenwood. He can do it on the defensive side too. In transition, another block. It was Greenwood on one end, it was Bernardo on the other. The athleticism just cranked up a notch in the Corinth High School gymnasium. 2 blocks, both goals still shaking as 2 shots pinned against the backboard on each side.
You want to score inside this game. It's not for the faint of heart at all.
And so Kyler Douglas says, I'll stay out here. He had his last shot blocked, so he stayed out, almost NBA range out there, and splashed in a 3. He has 6, and we're knotted at 13 with 1:10 to play in the first quarter. Weatherspoon backdoor. The feed from Greenwood was on point. Weatherspoon is fouled and will go to the line for 2.
The big fella just continues to check all boxes here.
Everything.
You want the back to the basket post move? Check. You want the 15-footer? Check. You want me to be able to pass, read the defense? Check.
Blocked a shot off the backboard. Shows he can leap and play D. I mean, I haven't seen any roll in here, but it's very possible we have college coaches here now. As the night goes on, that's the way these tournaments are designed. More and more prospects should be in here. Weatherspoon gets the back end of those. He's got 5. But if there are any scouts here or coaches here, that their notepads are out right now watching Greenwood play. There's 55 seconds to play in the first. 1-point advantage for the Falcons of Velma Jackson. 3 in the corner. It's good. They're wearing the corner 3 out. That's James Davidson. His first 3 is good looking stroke.
Nice ball movement there by Haywood.
Weatherspoon right in front of us. Anthony Brown. And Kendarius Smith, 23 seconds to play, and now Weatherspoon. They may clear out for him. He can flat out score. And now they're going to deny him the basketball wisely. He's going to try to come get it anyway. Now on the cut is Smith. Nice 2 ball fakes, and he puts it in for 2. That was a nifty little move for the guard to get his first field goal. He's got 3 at the end of 1. We are tied. Just like the last game, we have a really close one. They'll go back and forth. Check the replay. This is presented by Powerade. The young guy, I shouldn't say young, the smaller guy, 2 pump fakes and sneaks it in before the big man can close out and block that shot. As a guard myself, not nearly on this level, but as a guard myself, you like to see the pump fake for a smaller guy work out. Want to thank some of our sponsors while we have a break here. Let's see if we can get you those. There's a lot of people that go into making an event like this possible. People like the folks at Powerade, the Hampton Inn, Physicians Urgent Care right here in Corinth, Mississippi, and Crossover Basketball. We thank them for making this possible. And we also want to say a thank you to Corinth High School for hosting an event like this. It is a pretty sweet setup, kind of a retro feeling gym. Those are the best kind. I heard the air conditioning kick on earlier. It was extremely loud. That is a classic high school gym sound to hear your big air conditioning unit kick on. So it's a cool feel here. Velma, Jackson, and Haywood going at it. We're all squared as we start the second quarter. Here is the man a lot of people are watching, Quindary Weatherspoon. In the lane now. Nice little finger roll. Can't get the roll. That's Nicholas Weatherspoon. Rattled around, is knocked out of bounds, and going to remain Velma Jackson basketball off a Tomcat last. Coach Kendall Dancy not happy with that. Anthony Brown. He and Kendarius Smith working up top together. That Haywood defense seems to be cranked up. They're inside everybody's jersey. Weatherspoon goes by his man. Off the glass, no good. Look at Moses Greenwood. The touch, the explosion on the rebound.
What an insurance policy to have inside.
It's a very nice luxury to be able to throw one up off the glass, knowing that if it comes off soft, Greenwood's got it. Penetrating kick by Jalen Benton draws the foul. Oh, there's a lob, and Moses Greenwood just palms it and just swats that back into the ground, back where that one came from. So they'll re-inbound.
Yeah, true kudos to anybody that's able to catch a lob in this type of game with the athletes that you have out there. You know, not just from a jumping standpoint, but also the physical presence inside.
Takes a really good pass as well. Got to be sneaky with those. But they are sweet when they connect, though, and it gets the crowd into it for sure. We'll see. We'll hear a lot of oohs and ahs as the night goes on. We've already had several. Kendarius Smith working against that staunch man-to-man from the Tomcats. Here's Greenwood. Smith in the corner. Now Weatherspoon going to work. He's signed with Mississippi State. We'll be seeing him play in the SEC. Velma Jackson being patient. Moses thought about the three. Oh, wide open look, 15-footer, in, out, back in. Good-looking stroke from Nicholas Weatherspoon. That's his first two.
And good-looking play there by Velma Jackson overall. Was patient, kept the offense moving, got the bucket as a result.
And we've got a walk. There was some contact on that penetration there. They're going to call a walk instead. Velma Jackson with their largest lead of 4. 5:55 to play, just under 6 minutes to go in the first half. Falcons with lead and the ball. Here's Weatherspoon, goes right, off the glass. Kind of a wild-looking shot, but somehow he was under control while doing that. He's got 7, does Weatherspoon. Pass deflection, loose ball, flying into the stands. That's good hustle there for Nicholas Weatherspoon. Alandis Delp, he's got 2 threes. He checks back in. Might want to lean towards him if he's in the corner. That's where both of his threes have come from. That jumper from Bernardo, no good. Weatherspoon running into the front now. Here comes Greenwood. Hadn't had a bucket in a while. Too strong on that one. Might have rushed that hook. Might be the first miss for Greenwood. Oh, and he blocks one off the backboard, but coming in for the, like you said, insurance policy is Bernardo.
What athleticism there on that play.
Clean that up with a reverse layup. You don't see that very much. It's usually a the straight-on dunk or land and put back, not the reverse layup variety. It's Weatherspoon.
For Velma Jackson, love the patience that they've shown, just in their sets.
Both teams pretty efficient so far. Not a lot of turnovers or wasted possessions to this point. There's a great cut. Oh, and he left it for Greenwood, but he wasn't ready. In transition the other way. Good, strong take. I don't know how he got it in, but Kyler Douglas, give him 2 more. He's got 8. (22-20), a 2-point advantage for Velma Jackson. Here's Greenwood on the wing, a little outside of his comfort zone. They're looking for Weatherspoon. Good matchup here. Weatherspoon swipes through in the lane with the left hand, shoots with the right, doesn't get the roll. He shows some frustration after that. That's kind of a rare thing. In transition, all the way to the hole, no good. What a block by Weatherspoon on the putback. 3 ball on the way. In and out, no good. Cleared out by a Tomcat. Back up strong as Kyler Douglas, who's having probably the best game of anybody right now.
Yeah, you talked about the frustration that you saw on Quindari Weatherspoon that last possession. The frustration wasn't on that missed shot. It was Douglas who's done a good job of trying to get under Weatherspoon's skin. Not to say he's gotten to that point yet, but he was being physical with him a good 20 to 30 seconds before Weatherspoon ever touched the ball in a way that's within the confines of the game. So, really going after a player of Weatherspoon's caliber, you have to do that.
Taking him out of the game so far. We'll take a 20-second break real quick. This broadcast of the Lighthouse Thanksgiving Classic is powered by SUVtv. Douglas, the first one is through there and good. He leads all scorers at this point. With 8, make it 9. Correction, I got the math wrong. He's got 10. Here's Smith in the front court. Anthony Brown, Moses Greenwood's going to try the outside shot, left it short. It was a good-looking stroke, though. And now we got a foul away from the ball on the box out. We're going to get Nicholas Weatherspoon on the push. And we're all square, 22-all. That's what we want. We want close games, exciting action, and you're getting both. And shuffling of the feet, that's James Davidson. A turnover for Haywood. Velma Jackson basketball. It's a good matchup at the guard. It's Kendarius Smith and Sharavian Hines. There's Weatherspoon for 3. Can't get the row. He's a little frustrated. Can't get a bucket to fall. 3 ball on the way, the other way. Douglas shot no good. There's Delk again. He loves letting it fly. He's got another 3. Give him 3 threes, 9 points, all here in the first half, and all from the right side over there.
Delk Smith.
On the take was Weatherspoon. We're called for a block. Good call, but I want to say it's more of a flop than anything. Could have been a no call or a block, either one. Into Greenwood. Greenwood, power dribble, left hand, too strong. Battle for the rebound. We have a tangle up there. Not sure who that whistle's on. And that's twice Nicholas Weatherspoon's gotten burned on the loose ball foul on back-to-back possessions.
Seeing a great battle inside against Moses Greenwood, and for Haywood, Jordan Bernardo.
Kyler Douglas, spin move. How about that move with the left hand? Some say he walked. He says, just give me 2.
He's been saying that often here in this first half.
Yeah, he's leading all scores. He's got 12. Scoreboard says 11. It's one or the other. Smith on the wing. Here's Weatherspoon up top. Crossover, spin move, up and under. Ooh, that was smooth. He made that look really easy, and it wasn't. Back the other way, going hard to the hole and going down. Wow, collision at half court, no call. Smith in the corner, crossing over, skip pass. Nicholas Weatherspoon. Anthony Brown. Now Smith, guarded closely by Douglas. This is a good matchup here. 46 seconds to play in the first half, and it looks like Velma Jackson wants one shot. It's going to make this a very long possession, but everybody will catch their breath. Well, I tell you, the intensity, you can see it on these players now. They're all dripping sweat. They've been leaving it on the line. And you're right about the physical play away from the ball. Weatherspoon has been harassed this whole half, and he still managed to get 9. 12 seconds to play. Here we go. Here's Smith. Smith going to work in the lane. Draws some contact off the glass. No good. Same team battling for it. 4 seconds to play. Into the front court. Stop and pop. Nope. Pass intercepted. And that will be how the first half ends. The shot goes in from half court. It will not count. That was well after the buzzer. But that was an exciting first half. And you've got Haywood on top, 27-24 over Velma Jackson. A great battle so far. How about Quindary Weatherspoon going to work, Marcus?
Tough bucket. Makes it look way easier than it really is. Despite the great job Haywood's done defensively, still a force to be reckoned with, Quindary Weatherspoon.
Weatherspoon smooth in the paint, smooth outside of the paint. They call him the total package, and he is going to be playing in the SEC next year. He's showing a little bit of why. We'll take a break because it's halftime here, 27-24. Haywood on top of Velma Jackson. We'll have the second half and much more action from the Lighthouse Thanksgiving Classic in Corinth, Mississippi. This broadcast is powered by SUVtv.
Crossover intelligence for basketball can save you hours of time. We break down and stat your game film for you and act as your video coordinator by giving you searchable clips, advanced statistics, shot charts, and a lot of other great info that you can access from any PC or through our iPad application. Just upload your video through the Crossover website, and 24 hours later, your film will be completely indexed and tagged. Each play will become its own video clip, allowing you to search the footage for anything you'd like. Here we'll take a look at all 3-pointers that were made in the fourth quarter. All of your offensive and defensive sets can also be tagged, so you can view the appropriate clips and determine which plays are achieving the best results. You can add any clip to a playlist or highlight reel and share everything with your players or assistant coaches. Crossover will also provide you with all of the numbers from each game, complete player stats for both teams, and advanced metrics like these. We even take the shooting numbers a step further with an interactive shot chart that lets you visualize the data. Filter by player, quarter, makes or misses, and click on any shot to watch the corresponding video. Crossover intelligence will keep you from spending hours in the film room and get you back to actually coaching. Together, we can turn smarter video into more wins for your team. That's the crossover effect. Crossover intelligence for basketball can save you hours of time. We break down and stat your game film for you and act as your video coordinator by giving you searchable clips, advanced statistics, shot charts, and a lot of other great info that you can access from any PC or through our iPad application. Just upload your
thing on the intro?
Yeah.
All right.
We can do that. We can open it with that and a sponsor roll.
Okay, yeah, I can talk a little bit. Hit it at 1.
All right.
Welcome back to the Lighthouse Thanksgiving Classic here in Corinth, Mississippi. I want to say a special thank you to a few of our sponsors who make this broadcast possible. We want to thank Powerade, the Hampton Inn, Physicians Urgent Care right here in Corinth, Mississippi, and Crossover Basketball. And a reminder, what's going on right now? We've got Haywood and Velma Jackson going at it. Haywood from Tennessee. They are the number 15th ranked team in the state of Tennessee, and they're 7-0. Velma Jackson, meanwhile, 2-time defending 3A state champs. They are 3-0. Something's got to give. Both teams are undefeated, and right now Haywood leads by 3. This is kind of a battle of turfs here, too. Velma Jackson kind of competing on behalf of Mississippi in some ways in this game. We'll see more of that tomorrow night. Mississippi versus the world kind of feel to tomorrow's lineup. And we've got Haywood representing Tennessee. It adds a little element to tournaments and events like this where you're kind of competing for your state. Some bragging rights, state champs versus state champs. Nice move on the inside by Bernardo. No good. Kyler Douglas's shot wiped away by Weatherspoon. Loose ball, jump ball, and I believe it'll be Velma Jackson basketball.
And for those just joining us, a lot of good guards out there as well, but when you look at number 13 there, Moses Greenwood, and that matchup with he and Jordan Bernardo, a lot of colleges salivating at those two bigs right there.
And we were talking during the break, Kyler Douglas really making a name for himself as well. That guy is a heck of a player on the interior. We got a battle under low, bodies flying, furniture moving, and we've got a 30-second, an official's timeout. Moses Greenwood is upset at that. He is not like the way he was being guarded in the post. I want to say it was Bernardo and him. They got tangled up.
But Coach Kendall Dancy can't be happy because he essentially had numbers going the other way, and the play was stopped, not because Greenwood was hurt, but just for him to kind of talk to the official a little bit.
And he called an official timeout to get the floor wiped, but you don't do that. You got to let it play. That's not we don't want to harp on the officials, but that was not correct procedure there.
Got to like the tack by Coach Dancy. He says, Mr. Official, was there an injury there?
Yeah, and there was that was a wise question. And there was a contact underneath the hole on this end. No call. Weatherspoon with a nice reverse. No good. Greenwood battles it. Weatherspoon tips in his own miss again. Give Weatherspoon 2 more. Quickly back the other way. And it'll be Velma Jackson basketball. A chance for them to attack. They are down by just 1 now.
Weatherspoon earning his buckets here against this Haywood, Tennessee team.
Weatherspoon on the attack with the right hand. Jump stop in the lane. Ran into a lot of traffic and got the basket to go anyway. He's starting to show out here in the second half. You can tell he's getting in a rhythm. Now there's a trap. Velma Jackson said, we're going to crank up the pressure. Escaping the trap somehow was Douglas. Loose ball deflected on the floor, and a travel, another turnover for Haywood. That's 2 straight turnovers for the Haywood Tomcats. 28-27 is the score. Velma Jackson now on top. Again, the 2-time 3A state champs in the state of Mississippi, Velma Jackson, and they beat Callaway already this year, and that's the only loss for Callaway. We'll see them play later. Weatherspoon on the lean in, no good. Glass cleared. Oh, but off his leg. Haywood can't get a break right now. That's Jalen Benton losing that one off his leg. And Haywood will call a timeout. They seem a little raveled right now. 5:34 to play in the third. It'll be a full timeout.
Coach Dancy summed it up, his last statement after that last play, and that was take care of the ball. This has been a game where every inch, every bucket has been a hard-fought gain for each squad. So the last thing you want to do is shoot yourself in the foot by committing senseless turnovers.
This is an interesting beginning of the season for Haywood. They went 6-0 to start the year, but what's so unique about that is it was 6 wins in 8 days. They ran a gauntlet schedule to start the year, and so you wonder, they got so used to playing on almost back-to-back nights. Now they've had a break. You wonder if it's thrown off their rhythm a little bit, a little sloppier. They've a lot of these players, had a big Thanksgiving dinner yesterday, and now they're playing on that dinner, and that probably didn't work out well. Greenwood, good defense on the inside. Moses Greenwood's hook shot was blocked, and now he's on the out-of-bounds line as he's trying to regain possession there, and that'll be a turnover for Velma Jackson.
You got to give credit to Bernardo. The way this game started, Greenwood back to the basket, jump hook. Greenwood 15-footer. Greenwood with the assist. Since then, he's kind of shut the water off, relatively speaking.
Breaking the press is Haywood. Jump shot from Bernardo, no good. Good-looking jumper. Should have went to the rack with his size. Quindary Weatherspoon, right hand over 2 defenders. This kid knows how to score. That's what all the scouts say, and he's showing it. Quickly back the other way. That is Kyler Douglas, who is filling up his own stat sheet.
Douglas has done a great job answering Weatherspoon when needed here, both on the offense and defensive end. Those
are your 2 leading scorers. Floater in the lane. How about that? That was nifty. Smith just casually into the lane. Up the floater. Pass deflection, run out. Here's Weatherspoon, 2-on-1. Now no whistle, thought he was fouled, but give him 2 more. Quindary Weatherspoon doesn't have a single 3-pointer made in this game, yet is filling up the stat sheet. Moses Greenwood, good hustle. Deflects that one right in front of the Haywood bench.
Question, on a scale of 1 to 10, does he have a shot that's had a degree of difficulty less than about an 8 here in this game?
He's been harassed the whole game, which makes it even more impressive, the point total he has. He's got 17 points.
Gotta appreciate those guys when the degree of difficulty really means nothing to them.
Here's Delk. He's got 3 threes on the game. He's 3 for 4. Spinning, going baseline. Oh, and having it sent back to him was Bernardo. He met Moses Greenwood at the summit. Greenwood sent it back. Back the other way. He's feeling it in the lane, and we've got a blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. Now, the referee said count the basket, but that is incorrect. That ball did not go in. And she's checking with the scores table now.
I'm sure Coach Carlisle won't argue against it for Velma Jackson.
Right, yeah, he said, we'll take the 2. At the line, 4-2 is Weatherspoon. First one is through there and good. Got them both, made those look easy. Douglas facing a full court. It's a 2-1-2. 21 press, and they break it easily because the defense crept up. Bernardo's going to have to clean up the miss. He's got 6. Jordan Bernardo, the brother of Jarvis. There's Weatherspoon in the lane, and there's a rejection by Bernardo. One of the few times Weatherspoon has had his shot blocked. And now we got a foul against Bernardo on the cleanup attempt. Moses Greenwood and Jordan Bernardo really going at it. You mentioned that matchup earlier. It's fun to watch those two. Those are two really talented big men. Greenwood.
I think some of what we see from them are, some of the elements that we see in other big men. You appreciate the height, but you see big men that can't stay on their feet, who get in foul trouble early, who may not have the best footwork or can't give you that back to the basket feel. You've been able to see those things from these two big men, and it's a thing of beauty.
Pushing tempo now into the front court. Here are the Tomcats. Boy, the Falcons really harassing on defense. Deflections, loose balls, they're all over this place. And this press has really given Haywood a problem. As evidenced by the 7-point advantage that Velma Jackson holds. There's an interior look for Bernardo. Skyhook, no good. Recovered, retrieved by Greenwood. Here's Quindary Weatherspoon. Tough play in traffic. He went right at Alandis Delk and drew the foul.
When you look at his ability to finish even shots that are way too tough for a lot of people to make, he does a great job of not only being able to use those strides, but what the leg he goes off of and the hand he finishes with doesn't make a difference to him. And when you're a player like that, similar to a James Harden that you see in the NBA, it really makes it difficult for guys to defend you. They don't know what leg you'll come off of and what hand you'll finish with.
Give Weatherspoon 24. Haywood finally getting to run an offensive set without being pressured in the press, and they still turn it over. Jump stop and pass to no one. The turnovers have killed Haywood. They trail by 9, 2:45 to play. Velma Jackson defending their Mississippi turf, if you will. 40-31. Jump shot, 15-footer, no good. Look at Smith's guy for the rebound. Smallest guy on the floor. Pulls the rebound and scores. On the interior, Bernardo has it taken away by Weatherspoon. Nice little play there. Smith the other way, and one. What a play. Strong to the hole. Back-to-back buckets for Smith, and Velma Jackson starting to put some distance between them and the Tomcats.
I think what you're seeing is we saw great big man play from both Bernardo and Greenwood, but they're kind of canceling each other out. So you're managed by Velma Jackson because Quindary Weatherspoon is having his way, not to mention this area Smith really making things happen over the past sequence.
Smith good on the free throw. It's a 14-point advantage for the Falcons. They're camping in a 2-3 zone. It's a very 2-3 zone, though. This is not a, an inside dunk attempt off the back iron, no good. And on top of that, they're going to tee up Bernardo. Now, I recognize that he missed the dunk and he stayed on the rim for a second, but I'm not sure if I agree with the technical foul hanging on the rim excessively. Weatherspoon's going to make them pay for it, though. That's 5 straight free throws for Weatherspoon.
Let's take a look at some of what Weatherspoon has been able to do here in this game.
Weatherspoon in the lane. You see how poised and under control he is, even though he draws 2 defenders, 2 very good defenders coming for a shot block. Floats that over them with touch and gets the 2. And I have not seen Weatherspoon leave the game the entire time. I'm pretty sure he's played all minutes. And so he's a well-conditioned. How about Smith really trying to spark this Velma Jackson run? He left that one short. Seems like Haywood has been stuck on 31 for a while. Here comes Bernardo just barreling down the lane. He's going to draw the foul. That's Rayshawn Jackson.
And if you're Haywood, what you really want to be able to do is use this final minute and 45 seconds of the third quarter to make this 16-point deficit a more manageable 10 to 12 points.
Got to convert at the free throw line if you want to climb back into it, though, and Bernardo misses the first one.
Especially with how tough this Velma Jackson defense has gotten, over the past 45 minutes.
Velma Jackson will be in action tomorrow as well against Southwind, a Memphis school. That's liable to be a great matchup as well. It's going to be a rockin' gym tomorrow on this Thanksgiving weekend.
We talked about some of the regional and geographical rivalries, teams representing their state and or areas. That Memphis area is always a hotbed for basketball, and a lot of pride out of that area as far as their basketball teams in these types of events.
Took the words out of my mouth. There's arguably not a more proud region in the country of their local basketball. Those Memphis squads, they feel anybody, any day, anytime, anywhere, they're going to hold their own. And for the most part, those Memphis teams, they do just that. They hold their own. There's Weatherspoon hard to the rim, and he's going to get away with a hack after that. He came up short on the shot. Here's Delk with a kind of a heat check pull-up, skying for the rebound. That's Anthony Brown. He's going to push it length of the court. Bullet pass underneath, deflected. Back the other way we go. Kind of a sloppy play. To the rim hard, big collision. 2 players down. That's Tristan Jarrett going hard to the rim, and everybody seems to be okay. He'll go to the line for 2.
Like the sportsmanship by both teams, also obviously playing hard, neither giving an inch, but also sportsman enough to help each other out, make sure all's well.
And he gets the first. Tristan Jarrett's first points. Bernardo, Delk, and Douglas have done almost all of the scoring for Haywood. Only 4 points coming from somebody other than those 3. Velma Jackson, it's been all Weatherspoon, Smith, and Greenwood. 30 seconds to play in the third. A 14-point advantage for the Velma Jackson Falcons. When they switched to that press, it turned the tide of this game. It was an even affair until they went to the press, and Haywood has been out of rhythm ever since. Smith blowing by his defender, drop off, easy 2. I didn't catch who got it. It might have been Greenwood. On the inside, shot up, no good. That was at the buzzer. Make it Nicholas Weatherspoon that gets the 2 on the other end for the Falcons. The lead now 49-33. Velma Jackson really starting to stretch out that lead. As we get ready to start the fourth quarter, let's remind everybody, this is game number 4. We've got games 5, 6, and 7 coming up. 7 games tomorrow to make it 14 games in total. 21 teams showcased from 5 different states. What an event this is. Pass deflected. Haywood can ill afford turnovers in the fourth quarter now. They've got to play efficient basketball. They trail by 16, 49-33. There's exactly what I'm talking about. Smith the other way. All the way, an easy 2. Kendarius Smith, a spark plug for Velma Jackson. And that breeds a timeout 30 seconds into the fourth quarter. We've got a timeout, Haywood. On deck, we've got the Corinth High School Warriors playing on their home court. And it's going to be a ruckus crowd. They'll take on Bolton High School from the state of Tennessee. Got a Powerade instant replay we want to get to you. In transition, Velma Jackson getting all kinds of buckets. That's Kendarius Smith drawing the and one earlier in the game. And that was part of that huge run that stretched this lead out to what it is now, and it's 18. Big three ball on the way, back iron no good, kind of a forced shot, unnecessary shot. Weatherspoon, quick outlet to Smith in the corner, baseline jumper. That was pretty basketball. Arthur Eldridge with his first two. On the inside, it's Bernardo going right at Greenwood. Good defense there, but I believe we got Smith with the reach in. And it is foul on Smith, reaching in on the big guy. Bernardo goes to the line. Has to convert on both of these if Haywood wants to stay in this. They trail by 21 and can't get a bucket right now. I'd be willing to bet it's the fewest points Haywood's been held to in a long time. Did regular season last year and 7-0 so far this year.
You know, you look at this game and I'm just still coming to grips with the fact that it's a 20-plus point advantage for Velma Jackson. I know they're playing well, but when you saw the way it started, the pieces that Haywood has out there, it's still hard to fathom this game being, you know, a 20-plus, you know, margin.
Kind of a slow, methodical run Velma Jackson's been on in the past 8 or so minutes of game action. About midway through the third, the flip switched. The switch flipped, I should say, not the flip switch.
No, nice wordplay, man. You use the words to illustrate
we can just
the point.
flip those two. That's fine, yeah. Kendarius Smith into the front court.
You know, it makes you really think about, you know, this game being a marathon versus a sprint. One of those things to where, you know, slowly but surely the image of Velma Jackson just got smaller.
Oh, that should have been goaltending, I thought. Off the glass and rejected. They're going to let it stand. Weatherspoon just steps back and buries. That is what you call the dagger. Weatherspoon just calm, cool, collected. Said, I'll step back and take three instead of the two. And a 24-point advantage now for Velma. They are sucking the life right out of Haywood. Here's a run out. Here's Smith. He's going to. I think a lot of people thought he was going lob. There's lob. My goodness, Bernardo, if he'd have pulled that in and somehow finished that. You know, Haywood may come up on the losing end, but if he finishes that, that might be the play that people buzz the most about. Boy, this is a dominating second half for Velma Jackson. We'll have to look at the numbers, but it has been very few points for Haywood here in the second. In the lane, Smith, he's been slicing and dicing the whole game. Drops that one to Greenwood for two. Delp letting a three go. Front iron, no good. And this is just from bad to worse for Haywood. On the verge of a 30-point deficit. Weatherspoon, kick out. Easy looking two there. Shot up, no good. Loose ball. Here's Smith. This is a dagger. Off front iron, no good. Another rebound. And it'll be Haywood basketball. That was last touch by Falcon.
You're seeing Velma Jackson do by committee what has been tough for Haywood to be able to do. While Weatherspoon has really spearheaded the attack. You've seen Smith get involved. You've seen others score. Other than Douglas, you know, it's been hard for Haywood to get offense consistently.
And Douglas has been quiet in the second half. There's a dunk for Bernardo. He made that look very easy.
Kind of the opposite of the broadcasters' jinx. I was talking about their inability to score lately, and they dunk within seconds.
There's Smith. The Haywood coaching staff saying, you know, we can't wait any longer. We got to press. There's Weatherspoon, backdoor, two-handed stuff. Running out of room on his stat sheet here for his point total. Scoreboard has him with 28. I've got him with 30. On the inside, Greenwood puts it off the concrete wall underneath the goal. The crowd starting to ooh and awe. Greenwood punished that shot. Photographers should watch out. That's a a ricochet. Skying for the rebound off the three. Off the miss three. Another block for Greenwood. A loose ball. Velma Jackson's going to come out with it. They're more physical and controlling this basketball game. Weatherspoon, he wanted to pull, but now he's going to wisely pull it out. He wants one-on-one. Nope, now it's a lob for Greenwood. Going to work on Delk. Power move. He's fouled. Will go to the line. No, he will not. They're going to say no shot. It'll be an inbound for Velma Jackson. No shot. They're motioning no shot.
Hey, but give Greenwood credit. I'm going to try to go to the free throw line if I see if I can kind of dupe you into it.
Let me just stand here. Oh, now, but it is a bonus situation. So it'll go 1-1. It is not a shooting foul, though. Greenwood is a physical specimen, to say the least. Moses. 6'6" senior. If he was 2 or 3 inches taller, we would have college scouts galore here. But just a few lower Division I schools have been contacting him to this point. On the inside, Bernardo right at Greenwood, puts it in for 2. Bernardo, back-to-back buckets.
You just see a case of, too little, too late when it comes to Haywood. Bernardo, he's played hard the entire game. He's been able to get more points over the past 2-minute stretch than prior to.
Weatherspoon into the front court, 3:15 to play. 26-point advantage for Velma Jackson. Nobody saw this coming in the second half. It was a close game. In the lane, there's Smith doing what he does. Give him 2 more. In the corner, baseline jumper. That was good. A good-looking shot there. They give him 3. That was Dedrick Boyd, his first 3 points of the game. Dedrick Boyd, I should correct that. Arthur Eldridge working against Boyd. Now Smith, Velma Jackson very, very patient. Smith, nifty little ball handling there. Now Weatherspoon. Smith to the hole, has that one swatted by Bernardo. Boy, he's a great help side defender. He comes over strong, high, and hard. 5-second inbound clock already started. These officials do not waste time in tournaments like this. That has to be fast pace of play. Nice move on the inside. Greenwood just bullied his way in there for 2 more.
My colleague back in Atlanta, Norris Bobell, will be proud of the footwork being distributed by Greenwood.
And how about the rebound? Hauled that one out of the air. Weatherspoon, baseline, lobs it to Greenwood. Greenwood, catch, turn, hook, no good. Battle for the loose ball. Greenwood can't corral it. Here comes Haywood the other way. In the corner, 3 on the way. And that is 3 more for Dedrick Boyd. He's got 6. Minute and a half to play. We're just trying to figure out what the final score will be. We know Velma Jackson will come out on top. They lead by 24 over the 7-0 Haywood High School Tomcats. Nice little move. Greenwood with the floater. He's just stat padding at this point. Minute 15 to play. 3 ball on the way from Delk. He's got 3 more. All 12 of his points from the 3-point line. A minute to play. 23-point advantage for the Falcons. Ball deflected. Here's Smith. That's a 10-second call. That ball was deflected in the backcourt.
I think an interesting dynamic is we really saw number 25 for Haywood, Douglas. We really saw him kind of rise to the challenge there in the first half, not only scoring the ball, but really guarding Weatherspoon. And I think you see how hard it is to guard a Quindari Weatherspoon and contribute on the offensive end just by how this game has went through the course of it.
It'll wear you out. You got to play both ends, and it's just very few people that can do that. That's no slight to Douglas. He's one heck of a player and a great defender. He'll go to the line for 2 here. And cans that one as well. 2 for 2 at the line. 40 seconds to play in this one. Velma Jackson is going to move to 4-0. Haywood will drop to 7-1. 15th ranked team in the state of Tennessee. Nice drop off from Smith. 2 points on the board for Jamal Brooks. Splitting the zone, losing control, and now a kick out. 3 on the way is good. They're going to make this score look better than what it really was. Dedrick Boyd has 3 threes, all in the past 2 minutes.
Dedrick Boyd looking to take some momentum in the next game the way he's knocking that 3-ball down.
Kyler Douglas for 3 at the buzzer is no good. They close the gap to 20, but in the second half, it truly wasn't even that close. A dominating performance for Velma Jackson. The Falcons move to 4-0. Haywood drops to 7-1. Falcons will be in action again tomorrow as they will play Southwind, another Tennessee school, but Southwind from the Memphis area. That will be a heated contest. A lot of athleticism on display in that one as well. It hasn't been officially announced yet, but I believe it will be Quindari Weatherspoon, and it will. And here's a little look at why. Weatherspoon smooth in traffic, in the lane. He got points at the rim, he got points from the outside, and he was harassed defensively the whole game. Weatherspoon, I had him for 32 in the game. We'll see what the official scores have him with at the end of this, but an impressive performance by him. Easy to see why Bulldog fans of Mississippi State are big on him and big on that signing. He will be an effective scorer even on the next level. I think that's pretty clear from his performance in this game right here. Logan Stout alongside Marcus Burnett. We will bring you more from the Lighthouse Thanksgiving Classic when we return. It'll be the Warriors from right here in Corinth versus Bolton, a high school in Tennessee. We'll tell you more about them here in just a little bit. There's plenty more action to go, so don't go anywhere. This broadcast is powered by SUVtv.